There it is. I think we're live now. Are we? Yes, we
Yes.
are. Hi, everybody. This
Hi,
is
everyone.
Aisha and Dean.
Yes.
And we are reporting straight from the grocery store today. The topic of today's conversation is about healthy grocery shopping.
Correct. It's critical that we talk about the grocery component because this is where we supply ourselves. This is where we make all the mistakes, or we actually, supply ourselves with the proper foods. So there are some strategies around this. We call the grocery store basically our pharmacy, with an F, and it's critical that we do a couple of things. One is, before you start grocery shopping, have your list ready.
Absolutely.
And there's so many tools now that can help you do that. I mean, there are apps. There's the Google List, Google Doc. We have the Task, Google Tasks, and then there are apps that help you put the healthy foods in place way before, a week before you ever start grocery shopping.
Yeah,
that's
so
critical.
The goal is not to do impulse shopping.
Exactly.
It's during those impulse shopping that a lot of us make mistakes, and a lot of us delve into things that are not healthy at all. So preparation is key, and I think you guys have heard us say this over and over again.
Correct. Along that line, it's critical to also have a list of what's healthy and not for you, and we've done quite a few shows around that. What's healthy is, again, even if it's at the cost of overstating it, avoiding sugars, simple sugars, having whole food, and more plants and vegetables and nuts and beans and things of that nature.
Yeah,
and so make your list around that center.
Exactly. So tons and tons of produce, and then
Yes.
sprinkle it with other things. And
Correct.
so never ever come inside the grocery store if you're hungry.
Oh my gosh.
That has happened to us a lot. If I'm
Right.
hungry, I'm gonna head down to the snack department before I think, or before I even pull out my shopping list. So
Correct.
I always try to stay healthy, and people have noticed that they actually make better choices when they're not hungry. And as soon as you head the grocery store, start shopping around the periphery, which means hit the produce line as soon as possible. Fill your basket with a lot of vegetables and fruits and grains and nuts and seeds, and then if there's a need, head over to the middle sections as necessary.
And with that idea, actually, a lot of grocery stores have started to change. They're putting more of the healthy stuff in the center. I mean, we
Yeah.
are in charge of the brain health program in beach cities and a couple of other places. And some of the grocery stores have actually started to adapt and put the healthy stuff in the center and the unhealthy stuff more peripherally.
Yeah,
But
you
nonetheless,
see that in Whole Foods Market
it does.
now.
You do, absolutely.
Yeah.
But as it stands, most of the places still have the healthy stuff on the periphery.
Absolutely.
And go to those places to get your fruits, vegetables, and other stuff. But if you have to go inside, it's critical to also be a great label reader.
Yes.
And understand the meaning of those labels.
Exactly, because if you really want to get something that is minimally processed or highly processed, it's always a good idea to take a look at the ingredient label. And some of the things that you have to check are saturated fat content. You want to make sure that it's as minimal as possible. The second one is sugar content. Trying not to block anybody's path
Yes.
of buying vegetables here. So sugar content is very important.
We just made somebody unhealthy because they just changed paths.
They decided not to get some carrots, I suppose.
Yeah.
Sorry. And the third was, so the first one was saturated fat, sugar, and also sodium. Sodium content should be low. A lot of things that are healthy have a lot of sodium in them. And as we know, sodium can increase your blood pressure, and it can damage the blood vessels. So making sure that you address these 3 items on every ingredient is very, very important.
Now, again and again, we talk about the fact that whenever you give up something, it doesn't mean you should feel deprived. There are so many choices now.
Yes.
As far as dairy is concerned, you go from milk to almond milk, and you actually completely change your dynamics with food.
Absolutely.
Much less allergy, much less saturated fat, and all these other things, the chemicals that come with it. So that's another thing. And then the grocery stores and the market has actually adapted as well. I'm looking at this little thing. By the way, we're not sponsored by anybody.
Maybe
but
the backside
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Like that.
So they've taken natural
Have you guys seen this?
fruits and put them
Yeah.
together into these little packages. I just saw this and I thought,
It's
wow,
just
this is
pureed
pretty cool.
fruits, and it's great snacks for kids.
Nothing
because-
added, no sugar, nothing. Just nice
preservatives,
packaging
yeah.
and combining things together. And
absolutely.
there are more and more there are these kind of things available for your kids, for the family, where they're fun, they're tasty, and you're not feeling deprived. Yet at the same time, you're getting, the healthy, nutritious whole foods.
Yeah.
So be a label reader, be an educated consumer. Find out what has sugar, what has added sugar, what has the fats
We're gonna get
and
wet.
salts.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The sprinklers just turned on.
Yeah. and then now you can find alternatives for everything.
Yeah.
Tasty, wonderful alternatives. So do not feel deprived. Come here ready, prepared, and for a battle. And the battle starts in the periphery.
Absolutely. Okay, so if we could go over all of these items, what were they? So first of all, before you enter the grocery store, make sure you're not hungry, because hunger can really make your decisions very difficult. It can actually alter your perception of what health is.
Second thing is make a list ahead of time, and your list should not feel like a deprived list. Whatever you're giving up that was negative, which was not good, find replacements, and you can do this research that are healthy and tasty replacements for it.
Yeah.
So we really want to make that point and be redundant about that. Do not feel deprived. Most of the time people come to us and say, I can't live a healthy life because I can't give up X, Y, and Z. You can, because A, B, and C is healthier and better and tastier. So there are many alternatives now.
Absolutely. So that was second point.
Second point.
The third one was start with the periphery. Go to the produce section and get as much as produce as you can.
Correct.
And then the fourth one was, even if you decide to buy snacks or foods that are processed, minimally or highly processed, read the labels. You want to avoid three things: saturated fat, sugar, and sodium.
And the fourth thing, I just bringing this up, as consumers we can have influence over the market.
Yeah.
Talk to the people in your market and say, we need more healthy food. We need it to be more centralized. Educate yourself and ask for the alternatives that are healthy. That will alter the market. Right now, the fastest growing items in most grocery stores are nut butters, nut cheeses, nut milks.
Yeah, nut milks, almond
The
milk.
fastest growing
Cashew
items
milk.
because
They're
the
so
audience
good, too.
became aware of it.
Yes.
They know of its health. No matter how much bad language is thrown out there as propaganda, reality stands out. So be the force behind the change, the most important change, the food revolution that's happening, which is actually changing the healthcare system totally. And the grocery stores are where we actually make that change.
Absolutely.
The market is determined by what you choose and what you buy and what you tell the marketplace that they should have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's basically it for today. So don't forget to go to our website, teamshareseye.com, to get more information. We actually have a lot of recipes coming up soon.
Correct.
So we'll put up the new recipes for you guys. Leave in a comment here and let us know what you think. Share this video and any other videos on teamshareseye.com and on our YouTube channel if you think someone will use it and be able to get some benefit from it. Don't forget to check out our book, The Alzheimer's Solution. It can be found in any bookstore and on our website.
Correct.
Am I forgetting anything else?
Nope, we can show them our
And
pharmacy.
This is the pharmacy, guys. I'm just hoping not to get anybody's picture here. But thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you again next week.
Yes.
Have a good day.
Thank you.